Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a transaction on the Ethereum network. I'm going to simply do that by sending some of the Ether I have to a different account. I'm going to show you how gas fees work and what you need to know to make a transaction happen. Now I'm just going to first create a different account by going to Metamask and clicking create account. I'm just going to click create, and as you can see now I have a second account with no Ether in it. Now this account will have a private key that's unique to this address specifically, but it is still linked to the same seed phrase that we used to create account number 1. So you can create as many accounts as you want, and it doesn't matter which address you hold your Ether in, you will be able to recover it using the same seed phrase that you used to create account number 1. So all you have to do is keep your seed phrase very safe. Now I'm just going to try to send some Ether from account 1 to account number 2. Okay, so I'm just going to click copy, and I'm going to go back to account number 1, click send, paste in the address, and if you want to make sure you're sending to the right address, one easy way of verifying that is by verifying the first few digits of the address that you're sending and then the last few digits. And as you can see, I'm trying to send ETH, and I'm just going to try to send 0.05. Let's see, do I have that? Let's see, 0.05. Insufficient funds. Okay, so I really don't have that much ETH. And you're going to have to pay this transaction fee in ETH. Okay, and you have an advanced option to price it. So before we actually click next and send this transaction, I have to explain a couple of things, and I hope you stay with me. This, as you can see, the smallest digit of ETH that you can send, actually you can put at least 18 digits after the decimal point, and that's the smallest unit of ETH that you can send. Okay, let me just go to this page. As you can see, the smallest unit of ETH that you can send is 10 to the 18th, negative 18th, 10 to the negative 18th, meaning there's 17 zeros, 0.17 zeros, and 1 Ether is the smallest unit of ETH, and it's called a Gwei. Okay, and the gas fees, the transaction fees that you have to spend to make that transaction happen is calculated in Gwei, okay, which is Gwei. Giga is a prefix for billion. Billion is a 10-digit number with 9 zeros. So Gwei 0. This has 9 fewer zeros compared to the smallest digit. Okay, so this is just 9 digits, 8 zeros, and the last digit of Ether that you're sending. It's called a Gwei. Okay, and that's usually what transaction fees, the gas fees, are calculated in. And if you want to know what gas fees the current price is at, you can go to gasnow.org, and as you can see, the current block is being processed for the price of 38 Gwei, and it's constantly changing. And this gas price could range from, I've seen, from 5 Gwei to as high as 1,000 Gwei, depending on how many people are trying to use the network. So this is what you have to keep an eye out when you're making transaction happen. Now if we go back to our MetaMask to send an ETH, currently the gas price that MetaMask is choosing for you is 39, so it's actually kind of overpaying, and it's gonna you're gonna be able to instantly send the Ether this way. Now I am filming this video before EIP1559, which is just a protocol upgrade for the Ethereum network that is going to change how the gas fees are paid, and instead of these gas fees being sent to the miners, it's going to be burned, and that's going to change how the gas fees act in terms of predictability. It's going to be more predictable than how it is now. As you can see, it's changing every few seconds, but I am still making this video because I've heard that a lot of wallets may not support EIP1559 outright. So you can still refer to this video and make transactions happen and understand how much gas fee you have to pay each time you make a transaction. After you understood how the transaction fee works and you know what the current transaction fee is, you can just select the amount of Ether that you want to send. I'm going to send $1 worth of Ether to my second account, and Metamask is just pretty much suggesting gas fees depending on its prediction. But now we know what the actual gas fee is at the current moment. For it to go through within 1 minute, we can actually click on the advanced option and click what gas price in the unit of Gwei that we want to pay. So if I wanted to go through real quick, I'm going to choose, it's currently at 33.40, and I'm assuming it's going to go down. It seems like 39 is about the right price, and as you can see, it's keep going up, and that's because people are trying to send transaction and get included in miners block by paying a higher gas price. I'm not willing to pay 50 Gwei right now to send $1 worth of Ether, so I'm just going to put a number between the standard speed and the fast that's going on right now. I'm just going to put it at 36, and you're not going to want to change gas limit. Gas limit is just how much gas that you're going to use to make this transaction happen. And if you make it too low, then you're going to run out of gas, kind of like in your car. You're not going to finish the journey if you make the gas limit too low. Don't change the gas limit, just change the gas price and click save. And I'm going to click next. And again, it's asking you to confirm. Again, I'm sending from my account number 1 to account number 2 about 0.005 $1 worth of Ether at the gas price advance of 36. I'm going to close that, and that's how much gas fee I'm going to have to pay. So the total amount of how much I'm sending plus the gas fee is going to be 0.001256 Ether. And I'm just going to click confirm. Now it's going to be pending. As you know, we put in 35 Gwei for the gas fee, but the current blocks are going through at the gas price of 43. So this might actually take a while. Meanwhile, you can click on the transaction, click on view on Etherscan. And as you can see, the estimated confirmation duration is between 3 minutes to 5 minutes. Etherscan also has its own gas tracker, and it's also saying the average gas price right now is 40 Gwei. The low gas price is 33 Gwei, so we're right in between there. And you can also see where it came from, which is my account number 1, where it's going to account number 2, and you can also see we actually paid 36 Gwei. I thought I put in 35, but I put in 36 Gwei for this transaction to go through. And this is the max gas that you're going to pay. Now, if you're making an urgent transaction and your transaction is just not going through, because you had to wait till this for the current block transaction fee to go down to the gas price that you chose, you can also speed up your transaction. Once you click that, you will see this window. Again, Metamask will predict the gas prices currently, what it's at. I want it to go through right now, so I'm just going to click on advance and pick my own gas price. As you can see, Metamask predicted an average gas price of 43 as recommended, and it's actually correct because 43 is actually higher than fast transaction fee that's required right now. So I'm just gonna actually make it 42, slightly less, but still higher than the fast transaction fee that's required. As you can see, it's going up again. Now it's going down to 36. I'm just gonna keep it at 42. As you can see, it's very unpredictable, and EIP1559 will actually make this much easier, and you will not have to deal with this most likely a month from now. So you really don't have to worry about this. But if you're starting off before then you can just pick a gas price that's higher than the original one that you pick, and you just click save. And as you can see now, the speed up button is gone, because again, if you go back to Etherscan, click on your address that you sent it from, now we have a new transaction that was just sent to the Ethereum blockchain, asking to override the last transaction with the higher gas fee. And if you click into that transaction, you can see our new gas price, making the same transaction as being sent with a new gas price of 42 Gwei. And because the current gas price has gone up to 45, my transaction is still trying to be included in the next block by miners to be confirmed. Let's keep observing the gas fees. Hope it will drop to 42 Gwei at least. As you can see, once it dropped to 42 Gwei, let's check back to our transaction, refresh the page, and as you can see, our transaction was confirmed for the gas price of 42. As you saw on gasnow.org, once I saw that the current transactions were being processed as 42 Gwei, I knew my transaction was about to be confirmed. And if we check back to Metamask, activity tab, our send transaction request of 0.0005 Ether was successfully sent. And if we check back to our second account, as you can see, this account now has the Ether we just sent. And that's all you need to know to send a transaction successfully.